Thank you, Madam Chair. And let me begin by offering prayers to the families who lost loved ones in the shooting at the San Diego Islamic Center yesterday. Our thoughts are with the mosque members and the larger community in the wake of this horrific tragedy. Madam Chair, Republicans are bringing 4 bills before us today, and not one of them, not one, does a damn thing to lower costs for the American people. The first bill deals with the Smithsonian American Women's History Museum. Let's be clear, Democrats have supported building this museum for years, and there's already a bipartisan bill to get it done. But of course, Republicans had to turn it into a partisan mess, giving Donald Trump unchecked power over the site, stacking the process with political loyalists, and even finding a way to inject their favorite culture war topic, trans people. Then we have a veterans bill that, believe it or not, makes it harder to prevent veteran suicide. Nearly 5,000 veterans die by firearm suicide every single year. 5,000. This bill dismantles a tool that the VA has used for decades to help keep at-risk veterans safe. We have another veterans bill that helps disabled veterans, but pays for it by taking the money from other veterans. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. These guys always find plenty of money for a ballroom, for new wars, for new tax breaks for billionaires. But when they want a new benefit for veterans, they pay for it by taking the money away from other veterans. Unbelievable. And finally, my understanding was that we were supposed to be marking up the SOAR Act today, but here we are again with this majority pulling it at the last minute from our agenda. This is the second time that this has happened. Maybe that's because the bill is deeply flawed. This bill is backed by the NCAA and opposed by student athletes that it supposedly helps. That tells you everything you need to know. Madam Chair, I feel like I say this every single week, and every week Republicans prove my point. Your party's agenda is backwards. It's all screwed up. It's not based on what regular people care about. Americans are not sitting around their kitchen table talking about how to take from some veterans to give to other veterans, or whether we should give Donald Trump a new ballroom or more power over museum exhibits. They are asking us why the hell gas costs $4.50 a gallon. They're asking where the hell the Republican bill is to lower costs. They're asking where the hell is the legislation to make life more affordable, to bring down grocery and housing prices. They want to know why Republicans won't pass a bill to end the tariffs and to stop this war that's making everything more expensive. We know Trump's not focused on any of that, and let's look at the priorities for this week. He sued his own IRS, and you can't make this up. He sued his own IRS, and then he settled with himself to create a $1.8 billion secret slush fund that he's going to use to pay off anyone he says has been unfairly, quote, targeted by government. And you know where this is going. That means the January 6th rioters, you know, the people who viciously beat cops, who sent them to the hospital, then got arrested and convicted for their violent crimes and ended up in jail. Not only did Trump pardon them, he's creating a taxpayer-funded slush fund to pay off their legal debt. I mean, that's sick. It's obscene. But it's just the latest chapter of this corrupt, dishonest, and morally bankrupt administration's shameful disrespect for our country and for the law enforcement officers who protect us. It's disgusting. And let's not even get into how, you know, Trump's stock trading, where he buys stock on a Monday and then on Tuesday, you know, boosts up the name of the company that he's invested in to try to make more money. You know, I've said many times in this committee on the House floor that this administration is the most corrupt administration in recent history. I want to amend that. I want to remove the word recent. This is the most corrupt administration in our history, and that's just a fact. And history is watching whether or not we, the Congress, are going to respond or do anything, or whether we're just going to roll over. And as far as I'm concerned, the majority's agenda this week is the exact opposite of what people in this country want. While people pay more at the pump, Donald Trump is profiting off his presidency. While families try to afford food, he's worried about the drapes in his taxpayer-funded ballroom and shaking the White House upside down like his own personal piggy bank. And while patients are worried about health care bills, He's golfing at Mar-a-Lago and repainting the reflecting pool. Not a damn thing to lower grocery prices, not a single damn bill to lower inflation, not a solitary thing to bring down healthcare costs, not one thing to make life easier for working people. But sadly, this is the awful, backwards, billionaires' first agenda that we've come to expect from this radical, far-right Republican government. It is time for a change, and I yield back.